Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Aries, you guys got Judgment. Number 20. Honestly, I get this like Valentine's Day vibe with this card a little bit, where it's somebody, you know, when you're alone on Valentine's Day, but you know it's either like a choice you made because, you know, you are waiting for the right person to come through, or you're just choosing to be single at this time because you know it's like the healthier decision for you. I don't feel like that vibe. I feel like this is somebody who, I don't know if this is you, Aries, or the person you're connected to, but they're just like alone. But it's because they are alone because, again, like they chose, I don't know how to explain it. It's like they chose all the wrong things. Do you know what I'm saying? And now they ended up just being alone, right? Like, so it's like telling somebody, you know, it's like saying, oh, I'm too good for you, right? And then like, if Valentine's Day comes and you're like alone, right? Or saying to somebody, you know, I don't like, you know, that person's not attractive enough for me. And then Valentine's Day comes and they're all alone. And they're like wondering why they're alone. But I feel like the vibe is like you're alone from your own doing. Like whoever this judgment is for, it's like you are the first to judge. So now when you're alone, it's like because of your own judgment. Right? So I don't know who this is, Aries. I don't know if this is you or someone you're connected to, but I feel this vibe of someone who like, they're alone, and they're alone because they judge the most, right? So now I feel like people are judging them and they don't necessarily like it, but they're like the first to throw the stone, right? It's like, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, right? That's what I'm getting, Aries. Someone here is alone, but it's because they are the biggest or like most judgmental person, and now they're just like, I wonder why I'm alone. And it's like, maybe it's because of you, you know. It's like, take a look in the mirror, right? Take a look at like who you are. Why do you think you're alone? And I feel like this person likes to believe that they're alone because they choose to be alone, but I think this person is just very judgmental, maybe very afraid at the same time. And I mean, I'm not getting a great vibe from this, so I really hope this is not you, Aries. But yeah, that's what I'm getting, like someone who like loves to judge others. Like, oh, like that girl isn't pretty enough, or oh, that girl didn't have, you know, I feel like I'm talking to a masculine, like, oh, that, because I don't know if girls necessarily do that. Maybe girls do that too. So maybe this is you, Aries. You're like a feminine and you're like, you know, oh, that guy's too short for me. Like, oh, I only date guys that are like this tall. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm not gonna even talk to that person because like, I don't know, like they work for whatever, and I need someone who has a better job. Like, I just feel someone who's such an ass. I'm sorry if this is you, Aries, but yeah, it's like you find yourself alone and then you wonder why. It's like maybe because you're very judgmental, you know what I mean? And nobody's gonna, like, you take a look at someone and you judge them on something that like has nothing to do with their personality or their soul. Like, you don't get to know anybody, you just judge them and you like, that's it. So yeah, Aries, that's what I'm getting. I hope this is not you, but yeah, let's pull some cards. Aries, I feel like this is a very important read for somebody because someone is faced with a decision. So I don't really know if it's the masculine or the feminine energy who was the judgmental person. I want to call them like a judgmental Nancy. Like, they just seem like someone who, honestly, at the end of the day, this person, whoever was the judgmental one, whether it's you, Aries, or the person you're connected to, they're not going to end up being, you know, happy. Not for right now. Like, their lesson right now is to just be judged themselves. Like, they are going to have to judge themselves. And what I'm getting with this person who's judgmental, I kind of just want to stop talking about them for a second. Like, I want to not talk about this person, but I feel like if this is the person that's listening, then you have to know that the reason that you're judgmental is because you're insecure. And the reason you're judgmental is that there's something, like, again, our judgment comes from a place, I feel like deep within that, I think comes from a place of insecurity. It's like someone who, you know, I mean, it could be insecurity, it could be anything, your own, you know, your own issues, right? But then you like display it onto someone else, right? And I think that's very unfair because it shows like you have to do something to help yourself, right? So it's like, oh, I don't like to date people. Again, I'm gonna go with this person who like doesn't like to date short people. I don't date them because they're too short. Meanwhile, like maybe they don't date people that look like you or have something that you have, but like again, maybe they're just open to the experience, right? Like they don't really care what you look like. They don't really care where you're from. They just want to get to know you, right? Because again, you can't judge a book by its cover. But you seem to do that. I don't know why I'm saying you. So maybe this is you, Aries. You seem to do that a lot. And I think that you think that you're being very like open-minded and super like, you know, maybe you did date someone who was like not in your league or whatever you want to call it. Again, I think this is all your words. Like, I don't think there are leagues. I don't think there's any problem with dating someone of a different race. I don't think there's any problem with dating someone who, again, I don't have those lines and boundaries, but you seem to. And what's interesting is like that's a devilish energy with this Five of Pentacles. That's like literally devilish energy. You keep yourself chained down because you put yourself on this, maybe you even put yourself on a pedestal and you think that you're like better than other people, which is terrible. Anyway, we're not going to get into this person anymore because it's annoying me. But whoever this person was offered something. So again, this could be you, Aries, or the person you're connected to. They were offered an ace, and this is from the divine. And they didn't take it because of the way that they are. So again, someone could have been in their life and offered them something. And I see the other person here. Whether it be a man or a woman, a feminine or a masculine, doesn't necessarily matter. I'm not going on like genitals. I'm going on like actual energy. Someone made this offer, right? And they were rejected because judgmental Nancy over here didn't want to take it. And what judgmental Nancy's going to learn now is that they're all alone. And being judgmental doesn't necessarily get you anywhere, right? At the end of the day, you're all alone with this devil energy. And you feel like you have the last laugh, but you're not, because you're all alone. And then you put this barrier like, oh, well, it's better to be alone than with someone who's shorter than me. It's better to be alone than with someone who, I don't know, doesn't have that job. And honestly, it's like sad because now you're in the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is heartbreak, right? So again, I feel like Valentine's Day might have been some sort of thing where it's like, well, I'm all alone, not by choice necessarily. Well, like you're saying it's by choice, but at the end of the day, like maybe people just don't even want to date you because like they don't like the way that you, like the judgmental part of you. You know what I'm saying? So that offer that they made to you, that like was given to you by the divine that you rejected, now you kind of have to pay for that. Like the divine doesn't make you pay for anything, but you're going to feel that loss, right, of not taking this ace. And what I'm getting is like the person who made this offer, because we have 2 8s here. So we have 2 people that are in like super different energy. 2 8s, but one person here is like bleeding and chained, right, to their judgment. And the other person here is free. And I think that person who's free is the person who literally didn't get stopped by the fact that, you know, someone judged them, and didn't get stopped by the fact that someone said like, you're not good enough for me, I'm sorry, right? And they kept going. And that's who I'm getting on this side of the energy. So who I want to like talk to now, I mean, again, I don't know who you were, but whoever was the judgmental Nancy, we're like not going to talk about them anymore because they kind of seem out of the story, to be honest. It's like maybe I'm talking to this person who made the offer. The offer was not get taken, and you didn't let that stop you. You know what I mean? Like you kept going, you kept being open. You know what it is to like hold on to your light even when someone like rejects you to your face because of something that you can't control. Like let's just say like someone's like, I don't want to date you because you're Spanish. Let's just say, okay, like I can't control that I'm Spanish. You know what I'm saying? This is like the type of person I'm talking about here. Oh, you're not my culture, so I can't date you. Like this is the type of petty shit I'm getting from this person on the side. And what you don't realize is that you're so much better off without this person because you remained open. Like your light is still on. That's what I'm getting with this. Like the light that you have is still on. And you could have easily turned it within and like turned hard and been like, well, I guess I'm not good enough and what's wrong with me, and like there must be something wrong with me, and it's like, oh, I wish I wasn't this and that, like I wish I wasn't, I don't know, maybe like they were like, oh, you're short, I can't control my height, well, too bad. It's like, oh, I wish I wasn't short. Like you didn't do that. You were like, you know what, I'm fine the way that I am. I accept myself for who I am. I'm gonna find someone better, and look who's freaking coming for you. That's what I want to say. Look who's coming for you. You have a soulmate on the way. Yes, it could have been really hurtful what this person said to you. It could have been really, really mean. It could have been really unfair. But what I'm getting with this is like, it doesn't necessarily matter, because you remain in your energy of like having your light on. What does that mean, having your light on? We have like the two sides of us, right? Like the duality, the dark and the light. And someone can trigger you very easily by saying like, you're not good enough for me, right? Like because of this and that, right? If you remained with your light on, like you didn't go into shadow, you didn't go into like that triggering energy. Again, maybe you were, I don't see that you were triggered. I see that you were sad with the Five of Swords. I feel like you were just upset. Like you see that girl's crying, like she's just upset. But at the end of the day, it's like, guess what's coming for you? And I see like this person, whether you're male or female, you stayed in your energy, right? You stayed grounded with the Queen of Pentacles, and you stayed knowing that it doesn't necessarily matter what this person has to say about me. I know that I'm gonna be fine. And look what freaking comes through. You got 2 aces. It's like that ace that you gave to this person comes back around, but someone might be offering you something now. And that's what I'm getting, whether it's Aries I'm talking to or Aries cross-watcher. You literally are getting 2 aces, and it's of the same suit of like, you know, what you did. And I feel like what you did was offer someone or give someone a chance. They told you like whatever again, we're not going to talk about negative Nancy because negative Nancy is irritating me. But I'm going to say that because you remained in your truth is that there's nothing wrong with you. The truth is that there's something, you know, that this person needs to go through, and you don't have time for that shit. They're in judgment right now. I wanted to know if it was a masculine or feminine, and what I'm getting, it's like a mixed bag between the masculine and feminines. I feel like there are feminines who are judgmental, again, judgmental Nancy, and we'll call it judgmental Andrew, whatever. Those two, like judgmental Andrew and judgmental Nancy, those 2 people are over here. The judgmental people who had this, again, like, oh, you're too short for me, too bad. Oh, like, you're not the same culture as me, too bad. Oh, like, whatever the hell that they said, that was so annoying. It's so irritating to me, oh my God. I'm getting so irritated. It doesn't matter. I'm going to stick with this person because this person stayed in their light, stayed in their truth, and now has everything coming to them. They have a soulmate on the way. You have a soulmate on the way. This is you. You have someone coming for you, and they're going to love you for who it is that you are. And that's what the knowledge is. Like, I feel like the knowledge is that you know that like the divine and the universe and, you know, your ancestors, your guardians are protecting you, right, at this time. And even though it hurts to be rejected, it hurts to not be, you know, again, you can't help what you are. You know what I mean? It's like somebody, I honestly feel like I keep talking about this negative Nancy, but it's like they judge you for something that you can't control. And that's honestly so irritating to me. That's why it's so unfair, and that's why I feel like it's a devilish energy with this 5 of Pentacles. Like, it's a devilish energy. It's something that this person, that's their issue, and that's not your issue, and you understood that, and that's why you're getting these 2 aces. It's like the ace you gave away, you're getting back from someone, and you see the truth. You didn't let someone tarnish your perspective on yourself, and that's where the real victory is. And that's why the soulmate comes in, because if you would have gone into shadow and you would have been like upset and you would have been like, oh my God, it's me, then these 2 would have been in reverse, and then you wouldn't have been ready for what's coming. So I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. What I'm getting though is that you're gonna have a choice, because I feel like judgmental Nancy is gonna be in this judgment, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, I don't understand what's happening in my life, and they might like honestly have some sort of like breakthrough moment with the judgment. But what I want to say is that I don't think that they're your soulmate. I don't think that they are someone who, again, they have work to do on themselves. And as much as you like this person, I see you really do like them with this ace. Like, I see you really care about this person as much as you like them. This came out like in reverse, and then I wanted to flip it. I'm like, no, this has to be the soulmate coming in. But then I was like, no, this is this tricky energy who's trying to manipulate the energy. Like, oh, I never said that. Or if I said that, it was only because blah, 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 right? Oh, that's just what's important to me and my family. So I'm sorry that I like, you know, and that's ingrained in me. I'm so sorry. Like, making so many excuses for something that just doesn't cut it, right? Like, this behavior is unacceptable and there are no excuses for it. And if you want to permeate that behavior, go do it by yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Go be by yourself. It's like you are by yourself. This person is by themselves because they literally are just making excuses for themselves. That's what I feel like this person, they just make excuses all the freaking time. There's no excuse for like the way that they've treated this person. That's what I'm getting. And what they want you to know is that, again, there's this tricky energy. they are gonna come around and be like, wait, what happened to that offer that you had for me? Right? Where's that offer? And it's not on the table anymore. Like, that's the thing that this person doesn't get. It's not here. The offer's gone. The offer, again, the divine will offer this person another ace at some other point, but their ace is gone. And they have to realize that, because you're going, or whoever this is going off in a new direction, and they're warning you, like the divine is warning you that I feel like this person, they're tricky. Again, I don't think they mean to be tricky. I just think this person's lost right now, and I don't want to judge this Nancy or Andrew, whatever, this negative Nancy, this negative Andrew, but in reality, this person's only learning that they messed up because they're alone and they're sad. They're not realizing like anything deeper than that. They're just like, you know, when you can't get deeper into the actual reason why, it's like they don't know that they don't think that they're judgmental. They just think that they might have like been alone on Valentine's Day and now they're feeling some sort of way. So they're just looking at like the action and the reaction. They're not looking at like what's really behind that behavior, and they're not going deeper. So this person's very like, again, on the outside. They don't go in for anything, and that's what they're trying to warn you, the divine. Like, this person is going to come back around and try to tell you that they want something like substantial with you, or they might have changed their mind, and what they want you to know is that this is not that soulmate. This is not that soulmate. And I think you might get confused for a second, because I feel like you're the type of person who, you know, you give people second chances and you try to listen out to like other people's reasonings and shit like that. And again, I feel like you're just a nice person, and I feel like you're grounded and you're very intuitive. So again, they're just warning you that even though this person might come with some sort of love, right? Because we're King of Cups in reverse. So some sort of offer of love, it's not real. The Seven of Swords is someone who lies or someone who's sneaky. It's not real. This is this person's shadow following them around. And the shadow is bigger than them right now. And that's what I'm trying to say. Their shadow right now, that devil energy, they don't even know the reason they do the things they do. They have not done any work within. You want to give this person a chance, and I feel like the divine's telling you like there's going to be reciprocity somewhere else, and it's with this soulmate. You see how we have the Six of Coins and the Six of Cups? This six is the person, yeah, and the Six of Wands. This is the person. 666, love, right? You can look at it as like the devil number, but I stopped looking at it that way a long time ago, because there's two ways to look at everything, right? And you're getting the love numbers to me, but I don't think that this 6 is associated with this person here. I want to know who it is that's coming. I feel like they don't want you to know. I feel like it kind of wants to be a surprise, but I just need to make sure you understand that it's not this person. Because with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Lion card and the King, it's someone who's going to say like, yeah, like I want to start with you something, but they're not. They don't want anything long-term with you or anything substantial or to start a family with you. Like, they're just full of shit, to be honest. They're just sad because they're lonely. You know what I'm saying? This person is selfish and they think about themselves, like, for everything. And they haven't done the work within. So again, they might even think to themselves, like, they're tricking themselves. They're like, oh, I'm such a, you know, I'm not, it's not because I'm alone. It's because, like, you know, now I want to start something with this person. Or maybe I just want to, like, make them some sort of offer, you know? But I don't think it comes from like, oh, I'm lonely. It comes from themselves. It's like they have no, oh, I feel bad for what I did to this person. I treated this person wrong. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. It's like, I'm alone, I'm lonely, and I feel bad for myself. So how can I help myself? This is a selfish person. Yeah, just hold firm. This is what's coming in for you. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. And I like that this person came up as the Knight of Cups because they are going to recognize the value that you have. See, you're coming up here as the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Air. You could be a male or a female. It doesn't necessarily matter. The point is that the person coming in for you is going to see your value. And look at the freaking snake around you. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think this person even thinks of themselves as a snake. They just don't understand that they're selfish. Like, again, they have to do this work within that they haven't done. They have to integrate the shadow. They have so much work to do. Like, again, Godspeed to this person. Like, hope you figure it out. But right now, the reading is more about who's ready for what's coming, right? You have to do work with this person over here. Like, this has to be something that you figure out on your, like, you have to figure this out why you judge people, right? And like, again, it could be from like childhood where you learn to judge from your parents, your grandparents. It could be like a family thing. It could be like your own thing that you have to deal with. But that's work that you need to do on yourself. And just putting a band-aid on something, like saying to yourself like, oh yeah, I messed us up, like let me go back to this person. But why are you going back? Because you feel bad for what you did? No, you think that what you did was right. You're like, oh yeah, this person is too short for me, or this person is too dark for me, or too light for me, or whatever the hell. I feel such a nasty energy. I'm sorry. It's like so judgmental for no reason. It's like not giving someone a chance for something like they can't help necessarily. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, like, oh yeah, this person's poor, I don't want to be with that person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really negative. It doesn't matter. The person, and that's who I feel like the snake is. But this is the person that's receiving the soulmate, and the soulmate is in the Knight of Cups, and couldn't have gotten a better card. The Knight of Cups is someone who, they're very self-sacrificing. They like will give you equal reciprocity. They want, they don't want to judge you. They just want to love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't think anything's wrong with you. They think the world of you. They're going to be very open to a relationship with you. They actually want the real 10 of Pentacles with you, which is like, I want to start a family with you. I want to like grow with you. I want to be with you, right? Like, it's someone who can actually offer you something of reciprocity. Whereas I feel like this other person can't offer you that, but they're going to pretend that they can. Because again, this person doesn't understand their own limitations. Negative Nancy, negative Andrew, they don't understand their own limitations. Their own limitations right now is that they are not ready for that. Right? They're in reverse. So go for this person, the Knight of Cups coming up. They're not a king. They're a knight. But their intentions, they might be younger than you, but that doesn't necessarily matter. The fact is that they have more to give. And they are more advanced in terms of like their heart being open than the person that you were dealing with in the past. So be careful. That's the decision you have to make right now, whoever I'm speaking to. Negative Nancy, negative Andrew. Sorry. So Aries, I feel like with Koala Spirit has a plan, number 35 making an 8. This is you understanding that you are worth so much more than what you were being given, and you understood that, and you made someone an offer, they rejected you, and you didn't take that and make you feel like worse or less than. Again, I feel like you were sad for a time, but you understood that like it's not your problem, it's their problem. You don't need to be anything different than who it is that you are, and that you are worthy of love and everything. And again, just because whatever this person said about you is, again, stupid, it's so stupid, it does not necessarily mean that you don't deserve what's coming for you. And that's why you're getting what you deserve. And they want you to know that you're so loved. You're so loved right now. You had that love for yourself. You didn't turn in and like turn your light off and go into shadow and say, forget this, forget everybody. I'm not worth anything. You know what I mean? And then like start doing shit that wasn't good for you. You like remained strong and just was like, you know what? I deserve better. And that's why, again, they're telling you that someone that is gonna want to build a home with you, again, I keep getting like this 10 of Pentacles, but the real 10 of Pentacles, like someone who wants to build a home with you, someone who sees that light within you. Look at all this light. Like someone sees that light within you. I feel like this is like, again, the fact that you remained in your light, this is like the lesson that you learned, and that's why these aces are coming for you. This has something to do with this light. And you see how this negative Nancy, negative Andrew's in the light too, but they're in the light where they're being judged now, right? Or they're not gonna enter into where you're entering. Like you're going this way and they can just watch, but they're not gonna be able to see. And you know what I'm getting with this negative Nancy, negative Andrew? They've been given a lot of chances. So I feel bad for them, but this is like chances on chances on chances. Like they've been given chances on chances on chances to grow up, to learn, to fix something, and they didn't. So don't feel bad. I feel like you're gonna feel bad for this person, or maybe some of you just could care less, but I feel like some of you might feel bad. Don't feel bad. Because again, you like this person. You tried to offer them something. You offer them yourself, your time, your, everything, and they didn't take it. So that's on them. Again, 8, 8, 8. And again, you use your discernment. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Again, I feel like the real person's coming for you. The home, right? The 10 of Pentacles. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Like, you understand that. You understand that you don't need to be anything more. You know what I mean? Like, you are fine. This person's judgment did not wreck you. It made you sad, but you know what? You moved on. And with lay a solid foundation, number 6, but in reverse, I feel like you tried again to make this foundation, right? Like, we're talking about foundation, we're talking about pentacle energy, right? We're talking about earth energy. So you tried to stabilize something with this person and it didn't work out, right? And they're telling you that it's okay with this in reverse. Like, it's okay that this didn't work out because something better is coming for you, right? Like, you were going to lay a foundation with someone who it wasn't ready. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this person is not ready. And I feel like this person, they think that they discerned right. That's interesting here. Like, they think that they used their discernment correctly, but where they don't understand about discernment, and I feel like you do, is that discernment has to do with love. Discernment has nothing to do with judgment. Discernment has to do with, yes, it can be a sword energy, like thinking, intelligence, right? Like mind energy, like knowledge, right? But this person uses judgment in a cruel way. And remember that saying I always say, it's like, if you're judging someone or you're saying something and it doesn't have any kindness behind it, it's just straight cruelty. I mean, if you're saying something that is just, to say something, there's no kindness behind it, then that is cruel. And that's what this person has to understand. There's a fine line, I think, and if they're saying something that has that has nothing to do with anything, and it's just them being cruel, and if there's no kindness behind what you have to say, and there's nothing to gain from what you have to say, right? Like, you could say to someone like, you know what, I'm not going to get into this negative, Nancy, Andrew, like, I'm sorry, like, I feel like there's a cruelty here, and that's exactly why you're not going with this person to home, and you're not going with this person to like where they're going, because your discernment has nothing to do with love. Your discernment has nothing to do with kindness. Your discernment is cruel, and your discernment is judgmental, and those are not the same thing. Like, there's a way to discern with love, there's a way to discern with kindness, there's a way to discern from the heart, and there's a way to discern from the mind. And I just feel like there was neither used here, neither mind nor heart. And this person thinks that they did the right thing with discernment, maybe. And again, that's why I feel like they're just lying here. Like, they come back and they're just like, you know what, this person will take me back. They offered me so much before, like, let me just have a good time with this person. And they're not, forget this negative Nancy, negative Andrew, I'm sorry. Spirit has a plan, and you're on the right path. So yeah, I love you guys. I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.